Okay.
Today we're going to talk about a lesson from Heads Up English, and the title of today's lesson is Color Predicts Personality. The lesson is going to be approximately 15 minutes, and I'm going to ask you first to look at the words in red. These are your vocabulary words. You can just put a little paper or tab over your camera if you like, and it's fine. It's fine. If it's okay with you, it's fine with me.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
All right. So just read the words that are in red, and we'll talk about those for just a moment.
Okay. Innocuous, steer, solely, administered, ideally, overwhelmingly, assertive, refined, degenerative, influence.
Fantastic. Now, is there any one word that you're just not sure that you have a general idea as to its meaning?
Innocuous, I think innocuous means harmless.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Or
So,
to preserve, or innocent. So we talk about things that will hurt us. So if a snake bit you,
uh-huh.
you would want to get something to stop the venom from poisoning your system. So something that is not harmful is innocuous. Okay?
It's not harmful. So
It's
it's
not.
innocuous.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Anything else?
Uh, Refined. Degenerative means like it's decomposing something.
That is correct. Something that is decomposing. When an organism dies, it
Yeah.
goes through a process of demolishing itself. The meat dries up, the
Yeah.
cells die off, and the
Yes.
bones fall apart. So degenerative. Mm-hmm.
Degenerative. Yes. Assertive, ideally administered, overwhelming. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
great. So if we were to look at these words, innocuous, steer, solely, administered, overwhelmingly, ideally, assertive, refined, degenerative, and influence. At some point, you are going to be able to do something just like what I'm going to do now. I'm going to use all of these words
Uh-huh.
without having read this article.
Okay.
We're going to talk about an innocuous situation. However, I'm going to steer you in the direction that is solely based on what I'm thinking. I've never administered this type of lesson, but I believe ideally it will help the English language learner. I
Wow.
am overwhelmingly in support of this type of training. I'm very assertive in what I'm going to share with you. And it's almost as if someone has a degenerative disease that you are going to become full of life. And with what you learn, you will be able to influence others.
Wow.
Now, what this does is let you know that out of context, I have a general idea what all of these words mean, and those that I don't know, I will try to find a way that will be refined to help me remember the words. And this is what we want for English language learners, not
Yeah.
just to know the word, but
Yeah.
to be able to enthusiastically use the word,
Exactly.
recognize the word. All right,
Yes.
so now I'm going to remove all of these words, and I'm going to ask you to read paragraph 1. You may
Okay.
start when you're ready.
Okay. What color do you prefer? The seemingly innocuous answer may predict your personality. According to a recently developed test, the new test requires but 60 seconds or so to complete, asking takers to order as many as 15 colored squares in terms of preference. For example, which color do you like the least? Black, gray, or white? Much like other personality tests, this one can steer individuals to jobs that match up with their personality profiles. However, the difference lies in the individual's uh, I am fundamentals. Individuals. I'm lost.
Fundamentals.
Fundamentals. Okay. However, the difference lies in the fundamentals of this particular test, as most other tests are verbal and may not translate well to other languages or cultures. The new test, based solely on colors, can be used the world over.
Okay, nice reading. Now, do you understand what you read?
Actually, I was so focused on stopping before. Today, I had a lesson with Katie Mayella, and
Uh-huh.
she she was gorgeous and wonderful. And actually, she taught me the secret to storytelling. I
Okay.
should pause after a noun, and I should pause before a preposition. So I was so focused on doing this that I didn't actually paid so much attention to the context of the paragraph.
Okay, well, I will tell you that Katie is probably the best tutor on Cambly.
I loved her.
Yeah,
I loved her.
she is phenomenal. We both graduated. We're both graduates of the same university. We're both very good friends,
Wow.
and so she is phenomenal. Katie is
Wow.
phenomenal. So
Oh, such a nice coincidence. You were friends. You're friends.
yeah, yeah, that's she. Yeah, she is my best friend. All right, so, and I'm going to reinforce what she has told you. When you get to punctuation, what I tell my students, when you get to a period, you'll
Okay.
pause for 2 seconds. I'm
Okay.
sorry, when you get to a period, you pause for 3 seconds.
Okay.
When you get to a comma, you pause for 2 seconds.
Okay.
And then 1 second is, you'll find maybe after every fourth, fifth word, you pause for 1 second. And it sounds like this. I won't read the entire thing. Well, maybe I will.
Okay.
What color do you prefer? 1, 2, 3. The seemingly innocuous one answer may predict 1, your personality, 1, 2. According to 1, 2, a recently developed test, 1, 2, 3. The new test, 1, requires but 60 seconds, 1, or so to complete, 1, 2. Asking takers, 1, to order as many, 1, as 15 colored squares, 1, in terms of preference, 1, 2, 3. So that gives you time to breathe.
Okay. Yeah.
And it goes again. You can quickly count. You're getting a rhythm. What color do you prefer? The seemingly innocuous answer may predict your personality accordingly to a recently developed test. The new test requires but 60 seconds or so to complete, asking takers to order as many as 15 colored squares in terms of preference. For example, which color do you like the least? Black, gray, or white? Much like other personality tests, this one can steer individuals to jobs that match up with their personality profiles. However, the difference lies in the fundamentals of this particular test. As most other tests are verbal and may not translate well to other languages or cultures, the new test, based solely on colors, can be used the world over. So you can hear a rhythm, a pattern. Your
Yeah.
pattern does not necessarily need to match mine, but the
Mhm.
commas and the periods would, pretty much. Okay?
Mhm. Right.
So in this paragraph, we're talking about what the color, a color, something that's colorful. And no matter what we're talking about, it's not going to be harmful. I'm not asking you about your gender, your
Mhm.
race, your
Mhm.
religion. So this is just something that's easy to talk about.
Yeah.
Innocuous means easily
Oh.
discussable. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Great.
All right.
Fantastic. But I didn't understand the last sentence. The new test, based solely on colors, can be used the world over.
Okay. What
World.
exactly? So is it the word world over?
Yeah. What does it mean here? Like in the context.
Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Iraq.
Okay. student, and US is the teacher. And we're going to have a friend that lives in Pakistan. We're going to have an enemy that lives in Paris.
Okay.
Hey, looking at the Iraq, US, friend, and enemy, I kind of like got these two in the backwards. Let me put it this way. Let's put student here.
Here.
And teacher here. What does that look like? What do you see? What does that, what do you think I might, if you saw this chart, what do you think it's telling you?
A group of people.
A group of people. What about these people? Is anyone from the same place?
No, they're from different places.
So I could put in Germany, Arkansas, Bahamas. I can put in any other thing I want. So this is world over. No matter where you, no matter what you're talking about, everybody understands color.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Lovely.
Okay. And this is what we tend to do. We want you to have a picture in your mind so that you won't ever have to ask anyone else again, what does it mean to be world over? When you can have a picture in your mind, you immediately get, I got it, I got it, I got it.
Exactly. Definitely. Yeah. Yes.
So
yes,
if I were to say, if I were to tell you that my favorite food is squish. That's my favorite food.
Okay.
Do you think that squish would be known world over? Do you know what squish is?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so it would not be world over. You do know the word color, though, don't you?
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, now I get it. Now I completely get it. Now
Okay.
I completely got it.
So
It's something that everyone knows.
It's something that everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Yes.
But everyone would not know what squish is.
Exactly.
I mean,
I didn't know it. I didn't know what squish is.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
And I just really made it up. I don't know what it is either, but I was just trying to think something that, my favorite food would be squish. So nobody knows what this is. So this is not world known.
Over. Right.
This favorite food of squish is not known world over.
Great.
Unlike colors, everyone recognizes.
Terrific.
Everybody recognizes the word color.
Yeah. Fantastic.
This screen. All right. So now, fundamentals that may be, the word, but can you use it? We think of a small word first that's easy, and then you want to build your vocabulary to a more intellectual vocabulary.
Yes, definitely.
So fundamental is basic. It's just that lower level. It's the first thing that you know. The first thing that a baby will do is to probably crawl before it can walk and run. So it's fundamentals or those basics. So this is what this first paragraph is talking about. It is talking about something that is innocuous, something that is not harmful, it's not prejudicial. People don't mind talking about it. It's an easy conversational topic. Innocuous. All right.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
All right. So what questions can I answer for you about this first paragraph? And then we will end today's session.
Nothing. I only had the problem with the world over, and now I got the complete idea. I got the picture of it.
Fantastic. Now I'd like for you to use the word innocuous, fundamentals, solely, and steer, and talk about something.
Oh, me? So now, okay. Yesterday I had an innocuous encounter with a friend of mine, but we steered clear from horrible conversations about our past. We talked mainly about the fundamentals of our new relationships, and the conversation was solely dependent on how we were doing in our new lives. And
Fantastic.
I did
That
it.
is amazing. Okay, that was perfect. You did say one word and I didn't write it down.
Okay,
When you said mainly, you could have said
so
you could have used solely when you were speaking about what you talked about. You could have said instead of mainly, you could have said solely, but you did get it in, and that was perfect. All right, thank you so much, and we'll talk
thank,
again.
thank you so much,
Let
Dr.
me
Priscilla.
just stop this.